The special bonds between humans and animals can sometimes be just as strong as a friendship between humans. Today, we are going to show you animals as they are finally reunited with their owners after not seeing each other for a very long time. Kiara, the lioness, and the man who cared for her when she was a little cub have finally found each other again. Adolfo rescued Kiara and took care of her in his own wildlife sanctuary until she became too big and had to move to a larger facility. Despite the years that passed, Kiara still remembered the kindness Adolfo showed her when she was just a cub. In another heartwarming story, a Marine formed an unbreakable bond with a military dog during their time on duty. They spent every moment together, creating a strong connection. After 3 years of dedicated service, the dog retired, and the Marine decided to adopt him. The reunion between the two is a touching moment captured on film, showcasing the enduring friendship that developed during their time in service. Elephants, known for their incredible memory, demonstrate their affectionate nature as a herd runs to reunite with their favorite human after 14 months of separation. The joy and excitement in their reunion highlight the emotional intelligence of these majestic creatures. On a lighter note, a chimpanzee, once found injured in the wilderness with 7 broken ribs, experienced a happy reunion with the kind couple who saved his life. They provided a safe haven for the chimpanzee to recover, and the joyful reunion is a testament to the deep bond formed between humans and animals through acts of kindness. In a tale of resilience, Aaron Morris faced the heart-wrenching situation of his car being stolen with his beloved dog Jolene inside. The car was later found abandoned in a river, but the silver lining was the recovery of Jolene. Despite the challenges, Aaron's reunion with Jolene is a testament to the unwavering connection between humans and their furry companions. Lastly, a wild lioness, once saved by a man who had to flee unrest in Ukraine, transforms into a gentle kitten at the sight of her savior. Similarly, the man had to leave his dog behind during the chaotic escape. The ecstatic reunion between the man and his loyal canine friend showcases the enduring bonds formed between humans and animals, even in the face of adversity. In a courtroom, 2 people were arguing about who owned a cute little dog. The judge had an unusual solution. Let the dog decide. The judge said, "Put the dog down. Don't put the dog down. Hi boys, that's all. Take the dog home." Hippos might be dangerous and hard to predict, but that doesn't mean they don't feel things. Just look at this hippo, so happy and excited, snuffling around when meeting the man who saved her when she was just a week old. He says, "You're my beautiful girl. You're my girl." Even though the chicken got a new haircut, it didn't take long for her to recognize her close friend. Watch this touching reunion as a dog can't contain its excitement when a soldier returns. At a kangaroo sanctuary, a woman who works there is hugged by one of the kangaroos after saving its life. And then there's Jupiter, the lion, who was rescued as a newborn from a circus after his abused mother gave birth. Sent to a Colombian rescue center for abused animals, he found a friend in the owner, Julia Torres. Sadly, Jupiter was taken to a zoo, where he stopped eating and became malnourished. But the good news is that he reunited with his adoptive mother, and you can see how happy he is. In a heartwarming tale of hope and reunion, a woman recently paid a visit to an animal shelter with the intention of adopting a new furry friend. However, fate had a surprise in store for her when she stumbled upon a dog that she had lost 2 years ago. Overwhelmed with emotions, she couldn't contain her joy and exclaimed, "What does it feel like, Devon?" In another touching story, the enduring bonds of friendship were evident as 2 chimpanzees, Doll and Swing, exhibited unmistakable recognition of their old friend after 25 long years. These chimpanzees had spent time in a laboratory, and the woman played a pivotal role in helping them transition to a life free from the confines of bars. Their reunion was nothing short of emotional, showcasing the profound connections that can endure over time. Meanwhile, a loyal lion, seemingly on its own agenda, changed its course upon hearing the familiar voice of its beloved owner. The magic of reunions continued with a little dog that had been missing for 6 years finally finding its way back to its family. The scene unfolded as a foreign monkey expressed pure joy and sadness upon reuniting with the woman who had raised it after years of separation. On the 4th of July, the fear induced by fireworks led to Dora, a dog, jumping the fence in her backyard. Despite exhaustive efforts by her family to locate her, weeks passed with no sign of Dora. Yet the family persevered, and after 7 months as a stray dog, Dora was joyously reunited with her owners. Gratitude flowed as they expressed their thanks. In a different setting, a circus monkey found solace in the comforting embrace of its best friend Miro, a compassionate volunteer at the facility. As the annual show came to town, the monkey, typically a part of the spectacle, clung tightly to Miro, unwilling to part ways when it was time to return to its owner. Casey, a schnauzer, hadn't seen her owner for 2 whole years, equivalent to a whopping 14 years in dog time. No wonder she was so happy that she literally passed out. Someone asked if she was okay, and it turns out she's been to the vet a few times and is perfectly healthy, just extremely excited. In a park, there's a man who can call elephants like they're his buddies. He does it from afar because, surprise, they're actually bees. The elephants, being incredibly smart animals, show their love for him by flapping their ears and forming a protective circle around him. It's pretty amazing to see animals connect with humans in such a unique way. Limani, a chimpanzee, faced a tough start in life. He was born with pneumonia, and even his own mother abandoned him. Thankfully, a couple named Tanya and George stepped in and decided to raise him as their own. Limani is forever grateful for the love and care they've given him. The owner of a pet store went through a hard time when her business was destroyed. She had to give up her best friend Tofu, an umbrella cockatoo, to a foster home. After months of being apart, they finally reunited when her story got back on its feet. Now, Tofu is back home where he belongs. Anita spent a lot of time hanging out with a group of wolves. After 2 months, when she visited them again, the wolves were really happy to see her. Wolves have been thought of as dangerous animals for a long time. Jamie and Jim Dutcher wanted to change that perception. They lived in the wild with a wolf pack for 6 years to earn their trust. After a year, they went back to visit the wolves, unsure if the pack would remember them. Luckily, their unique friendship stayed strong. There's a heartwarming story about a gorilla named Quibi and Damien, the man who raised him and let him go into the wild. Damien waited 5 years before returning to Africa to see his old friend. Even though he didn't expect Quibi to remember him, the gorilla was overjoyed to see him and didn't want to let him go. In another touching moment, a soldier returning from deployment is greeted by her loving golden retriever. It's a beautiful example of the strong bond between humans and dogs. These stories show that animals can form deep connections with humans, defying stereotypes and expectations. The wolf pack, the gorilla Quibi, and the loyal golden retriever all demonstrate the power of friendship between different species. Do you have a special connection with an animal? Feel free to share your story in the comments below. And if you enjoyed these heartwarming tales, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more uplifting content.